Hello, hello. Let's go over some code base. We're going to look at how to edit some MQL4 files. Let me show you how to get to it first. So you're at the MQL5 homepage. You can click on code base. Now I'm going to do MT4 for Hugo's Way today. You can use a different broker, just using them as an example. So now I'm going to click on MT4, MetaTrader 4 here, because I only want those results to show up. And let's see. I like to click on Best, get an idea of at least which are the most liked ones. They might be manipulated, but some may not be. And I'm looking for one that I can edit. Well, let's just pick a random one out. Here's a Fibonacci. Let's see what this looks like. Okay, so it's going to put the Fibonacci on the line. It's an indicator. I'm trying to look for an expert, I think. Let's go with experts over here. Let's narrow it down to MT4 experts. There would be the MT5 experts up above it. Now I'm going to click on best again. So I see this multi-trader, which is a dashboard. There's not a lot I can do with it. I'm looking for something I can play with. Okay, this looks interesting. Catching gaps. Got some reviews. Catches the gaps. With profit and no losses at all. There's a red flag. No losses at all. Okay, just doesn't sound very thought out. Not that it needs to be, but it just didn't impress me very much. Let's see. Close your positions in profit virtually. That's kind of helpful. I'm trying to get something more along the lines of opening and closing. Let's see. Here's a trading expert. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so this is for MT4. Now let me just open this up here. Now just click on that. Now I am logged in, so you need to get logged in. You can go up to the top here and click on that to log in before you download it. There is a way to get around having to download this. Like I can go into view and now I can hit Control A. Okay, and now I can hit Control C. So I selected everything, copied it all to the clipboard. Now I go in here, go to the language editor. You could just press F4 to get there. And now what I like to do is go into a previous, okay, yeah, here's something I was working with. Now let's Control A to select everything and Control V. Now all I have to do is go up and see the file name for this again because I already forgot it. So it's eFiboEA, and now what I'll do is I'll change the name. Go to Save As, eFiboEA. Now watch out because that's MQL, MQ5. I want MQ4. So there we go, we got it in MQ4. Now I can just go to compile, no errors. Okay, so bunch of warnings but no errors, so it may work. Let's find out. So let's go close all these and open up a okay, I need to add some symbols. Gonna go add Some cryptos, yay. Everybody loves crypto. Reason I'm doing crypto is because it's the weekend and that's the only thing that's trading right now, so I'm just gonna select all the cryptos, get them all on my screen and then decide from there if there's any active ones that I can just play around with. Basically just looking for activity in them. Okay, now we've got them all loaded. Let's see what... Okay, they are moving a little bit. So that one's moving, Bitcoin's moving. These are not really moving. Let's see. Ethereum's moving. Okay. I mean, I can't expect too much. It is the weekend, so it's not going to be highly volatile right now. Mid-afternoon, it's like early evening US time. It's actually 6:30. I'm on California time there. And let's see. Okay, everything else is pretty slow. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is go over here. Go to my expert advisors. Find this one that I just installed. Oh, is that an indicator? Okay, and it's not showing up, so why not? eFibbo, come on, eFibbo. Where you at? Okay, we're in Hugo's way. We're looking for eFibbo. Now this is good practice because you need to see what to do. So I can right click, go to refresh. See if that did anything. No. Okay, so I'll tell you what. Rather than do that, we're just going to go back to this other method, the traditional way. You'll click on this, it'll download it. You'll then open the file directly up, and now it's Elite eFibbo Trader. Boom. 017 warnings again. Now let's see if it showed up. There we go. eFibbo Trader. I don't know what happened, but might have been the directory that I had it saving into that was messing it up. Okay, so here we go. We've got this eFibbo Trader running. And now you've seen how to get something running. Let's see what we got here. Trade operations not allowed by settings, so that tells me I'm in the experts tab as well from the terminal. This gives you the play-by-play of what's going on in the expert. So you see this red flag over here, trade operations not allowed by settings. Well, that's because I have auto trading off. There's in MT4, there's a frowning face. Doesn't exist in MT5. But we're using that. Okay, it's still frowning. Uh-oh. Automatic trading enabled. Okay, so I don't know what's wrong with this particular EA, but I'm just going to go ahead and use a different one because I want to make a point and I'm not trying to make this about downloading and installing EAs. So let's see what else we got here. Yeah, I want an RSI EA. So now we're going to click on that to download it. Sometimes it'll have multiple files. It can be easier just to download it as a zip. But let's see, I'm going to open it up. You got to make sure you put the files in the right place. So I will make a video on how to deal with finding the files, getting them in the right place, but that's just not what this is about. This one, I'm trying to edit some code and show you how to edit an EA, make it better, but I don't know if it's going to happen. So let's see. Let's take a look at what this EA is doing. Here we have some inputs, calculating open positions, lot size, checking for open order conditions, close order conditions, then the onTick function. So if check for open, check for close. Okay, so let's see what we could do here. Now some things just off the bat you can change are the inputs so that you don't, they always load up with the inputs that you want in there. If there's certain ones you want, then you put those in the code here and compile it. Then when you go to run your EA, that's the nice advantage of having the code for an EA, is you can customize things like that in the actual code, not in some added file afterwards, which there are ways of doing with, off-the-shelf commercial EAs that you're going to buy from people. But what I'm trying to show you is how you can play around with these free ones and do some pretty cool things. So let's see. This is just saying basically if there are no orders, then buy or sell. Here's a loop here. This is an if. If that, then break. No longer do this. But if not, if this equals this, if the order symbol equals the symbol of the chart and the magic number, which is just a generic, unique identifier. I mean, it's not a generic number. It's just a number related to the EA for a particular chart, for a particular EA. So you can know that this is a particular EA you're working with, in case you're using multiple. So then if the order type is buy, so this is assuming it's just a buy, because there might be also, like here, you could add in buy limit, or, okay, yeah, there we go. OP buy limit, I can just hit enter. Okay, and then also don't forget buy stop. There we go. So we've got, additional order types. We could play around with that, okay? So if the buys are greater than 0, then return the buys. Put this back. Because it looks like I'm not going to be able to do much because of the market right now. This is not going to be something I'm going to be able to show you. Let's make a change. Because the market's closed, I'm not going to be able to do much in the terms of activity. It's showing you how it works live. It's just not a good live day, but I could do some kind of scalping. Let me look for a scalping one. I think I'll go into a new video. I've shown you enough here, just basics, and we're just going to have a bunch of videos that are just basic. I'm going to go through them, show you little pieces, and try and build on just the basics. So if you're looking here, you can see this is called a for loop. This counter is counting up. So that's just something to take note, because you're going to see a lot of times they're going to count down. The reason you count down is, from what I was told, is it's quicker. The algorithm is quicker, so you always want to count down instead of counting up. So whatever the case may be, that's what I'm going to do, but I'm just saying there's a case where plus plus means it's increasing the counter. The counter variable is going to be I. I starts at 0. I is less than order total. Orders total. So that's the total number of pending orders. and then I plus plus. That means increment I. So then it goes through this. If order select I, and then it says select by POS mode trades equals false, then break. So I don't know what the POS is. I'm thinking select by position. Not exactly sure. It is very common. I just don't know what it means technically. Okay, if let's see, bid minus order open price is greater than ask minus bid. Wow. Okay, so if bid minus order open price is greater than ask minus bid, and the IRSI is greater than 80. So if it's over 80, then it's going to order close. This is modify the order. Where's create the order? Oh, this is the check for close routine. Okay, so it is gonna close the ticket if the RSI is over 80. And the reason it's doing this is because when the market is closed, it's gonna be like 0.0 for the ask and 0.0 for the bid. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly why why that bid minus order open price is greater than ask minus bid. Wow. Gotta think about that. Okay, let's keep going on. We're just gonna finish up this code, then I'm gonna end this video, and then I'll go into a new one, and I hope you can subscribe. I can teach you a few things. I'm just trying to go through the basics, but I'm not a teacher. I'm just trying to show a friend, and I maybe will turn it into a channel, but I'm just showing a little bit. Okay, so if you notice here, there's semicolons at the end. This is two things. It's gonna do an if this, then print this, and that's part of this if this, then do this and this. And I believe the exclamation point means if it's not order close. Okay, I will get you that later. Now if trailing stop is greater than 0, okay, not sure what that does. I mean, it's not a well commented program here. Obviously, I'm having to figure it out on my own. So this is not the best one to go in and edit stuff on. Let's take a break. We're gonna make another video and go into a different one and try it again. Please subscribe and hope you're liking the content. I know we didn't get much done here, but I'm hoping that each little bit teaches you and it builds on what I'm doing so you can see, wow, I can be a programmer. Wow, I can start editing things. So in this video you learned that you can edit stuff like inputs. And now like if I put in 1,000 here and then I hit compile, now when I go to the Genie RSI, Okay, and then the inputs are there, boom, 1,000. So now it's set up, so I can set up the EA to perform exactly how I want. And I mean, you can do it with an external file as well, but this is doing it built into the program. And then if you want to distribute your EA to other people using your values, it's already pre-configured. So it's very helpful. I like it. Okay, and so now you've learned today that if statement, and then this is what happens. If this, then this. We don't have the word then, but you can think of if there's an if, there's a then part. It's got to do something. There would be no if there wasn't a then. Okay, so something's going to happen if the condition is met, if the buys are greater than 0. So when you see it going this way, that's greater than. See it going the other way, it's less than. Alright, and thanks for tuning in, and that'll be all for this session.